Hey everybody, this is Chris at Zenark Reptiles, trying to get some sunshine in this crazy world right now. If you know, Washington got hit pretty hard with coronavirus. Luckily, we're not shut down like most places. Even though there's no place to go, I guess you can go to the restaurants. They have pickup, or you can go to the drive-thru. We're not as bad as California and New York, but we're still, there's not much to do. So you're pretty much stuck in the house anyways. But you know, we're all healthy. We're doing pretty good. I mean, we have a pretty high death toll compared to most of the 50 states. You know, and I'm not trying to say this makes me better, but that the ones that died mostly were in the nursing home. So I don't want this all to be a downer. You know, we're doing pretty good. It's a nice sunny day. We can walk in the neighborhood. We just gotta keep, you know, 6 feet away. There's no cops or no National Guard here telling us what to do. Might be the same where you live, but everything's getting better. Anyways, guys, let's get started. Love you. Let's get this video going. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are surviving this craziness. It's kind of frustrating right now because you know, the ball python community has really been hit. Well, I think everybody's been hit, but you know, it's kind of like definitely slowed down to none for a lot of people. You know, everything's closed. You know, all the gatherings and everything like that. No reptile shows. I had all kinds of plans to go into reptile shows. Tinley. Hopefully, I can still go later on this year. You know, it is what it is, and I just, you know, I'm kind of glad they're doing this. You know, I don't want to get my family sick or, you know, anybody else that I know, my loved one's sick. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. There's something I want to talk about, something I haven't seen really explained well. At least I haven't personally, so I might be wrong. And what that is a substrate. What's the best kind to use for your animals, and for your ball pythons? And today, I'm going to talk about something that really makes a big difference. I think there's lots of substrate that'll work really well for your ball pythons. I've used newspaper, I've used aspen, I've used Reptizorb, and I've also used Reptichip. I even used Brian Barczyk's version, I forgot what it's called, but it works really well. But this is one thing that no one ever talks about. I think it all goes down to your humidity, how much humidity you have in your air. Where I live, our humidity is really low. I looked it up today just because I was making this video. Our average humidity for the year is 10. Is 10 or lower. It's actually, most of them is by 8, but it's kind of goes by the winter time where it gets kind of high. So it's the average pretty much year round is 8, but because of winter time it's 10. That's the reason why I use Reptichip. Personally, it's just because I have a hard time with moisture. If I don't do that, I'll have to run a humidifier in my reptile room to keep the moisture up. You know, I have lots of friends in the reptile community, as you guys do too, probably. Some people use newspaper, unprinted newspaper. Some people use, you know, aspen, and I have friends in Florida that use aspen that works really well for them. I have friends in places like in California that use aspen that works really well for them. Here, when I use aspen personally, it didn't work very well because they were not shedding. I actually had to soak them because they were getting stuck sheds. Newspaper, I tried that for a while, unprinted newspaper. And guys, don't use printed newspaper. That ink is not good for your snake. Unprinted, you can get it on Amazon or anything like that. But again, I had shed problems. I did try using that with a humidifier, and I still wasn't getting the humidity that I needed. So this is a big thing. You know, I think your substrate is going to work for where you live. You know, I don't think this is discussed much because, you know, people always ask me what kind of substrate do I use, and I would say use Reptichip. I find it's the best product for the cost, especially now because I have a gentleman here that's a distributor here in town, and it makes it so much easier. But I've always been buying it. I've always been buying it anyways. I've been buying it on Amazon, and it's about, you know, $30 a block. Now it's went down to 17 bucks a block. So that's a big deal for me because I use about 3 or 4 every month. I change mine out every month because it just seems to be the magic number. I know some people do it every 3 weeks, some people do it every 6 weeks. I think a month works great for me. Every month I change out my Reptile chip. I know some people that actually use newspaper with a little bit of Reptile chip just to keep they put it in the back and they put it in the Reptile chip in the front, just keep the humidity up. I've tried that before. I've also tried the I've shown you in other videos where I use a nylon bag with some sphagnum moss in it. Works really good. I can go show you that here in a minute. But oh yeah, and on the side note, you can see I'm getting pretty shaggy. I can't get a haircut here in town. You can see that my hair is getting long. That's long for me anyways. I always keep pretty tight. My beard trimmer quit. I ordered one on Amazon, but right now Amazon has really slow shipping. So it's not the 2-day shipping I'm used to. It's about 4 to 5 days. I think they're doing it because of trying to help out with other stuff like food and things like that. So anyways, let's go take a look at my room and I'll show you what the Reptile chip I use and how it works for me. But again, it just depends on where you live. You need to decide what your humidity is and what kind of substrate is going to work for you. And you can see I keep a pretty good amount of it on stock. Anyways, guys, you can see my Reptile chip right there. This right here is Peach. She's just a het pied, nothing special. She's a pretty girl. She's a nice chunky girl. The Reptile chip works really good for me. It's just that the humidity right now, I have a humidifier tester in my room and it's only at 20%, and that's with all the stuff going on here. So once a week I spray this down right here in the front. I spray it down with the hose. I actually bring a hose in here and spray everything down, keep the humidity up. I had someone ask me why do I keep it so wet in here, and they're from a different part of the states, a different state, and I told them it's because of my humidity problem. I have good sheds with this stuff right here. I don't have any stuck sheds at all. Before, like I said, I've tried other stuff and I always got stuck sheds. Newspaper, I got stuck sheds. With the Aspen, I got stuck sheds. But with this, I've never had stuck sheds. I had to soak one a couple times. I have a couple that are not the best cheddars. That's been that way since day one. And I've had to actually, soak them a little bit, but it's barely anything. Just a couple spots, but I've never had a problem. The Reptile Prime that Brian makes, his company, it works actually slightly better, I think, but the cost effectiveness is just not worth it to me. I mean, if you have a few snakes, it probably is, but it does not work well for my needs. I've shown this in different videos, but I'll show it again. What this is a nylon sock. You get these when you go to, like, say Fred Meyer's, or you might be Kroger's, wherever you're from. Woman tries on shoes and they don't have socks on. These are the little temporary socks you get from them. And what I did is I bought these on Amazon. I'll show you the box. And I put some sphagnum moss in there. I dip it in the water, wring it out like a sponge, set it right here in the corner, and it really helps with the humidity. Now, again, this is only if you have humidity issues. Some people are not going to have that problem. I mean, if you live in Florida, you might have the other way. You might have to dry it down. And that's one thing that's why I made this video. I'm making this video is because no one discussed that it makes a big difference. Depends on where you live. If you live in a dry climate like I do, it's very dry here. People think of Washington, well, it's not that dry. Well, it is dry where I live. But it might be different where you live. Even like if I lived in Western Washington, like in Seattle, the humidity would be a lot different. It just depends on your climate. Let's go back outside real quick. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna make it quick, sweet, to the point. I've been kind of getting criticized how much I ramble from certain people. So I'm gonna make a video quick, to the point, and get there for you. Anyways, guys, hope that helps. Your climate makes a big difference. So that's one thing you have to do is check your climate and see what your humidity is. It also depends on how humid your room is. I mean, if you have it like in a basement, you have it upstairs, you know, you have it in your garage. Like I said, my garage, it gets really, really dry. I've ran humidifiers before. I found it just easier to use Reptichip and water it down once a week. And they have great sheds. So anyways, guys, hope that helps. Hope that gets you your answers. I've had some people ask about this. Anyways, if you wouldn't mind, check out some of these other videos right here. Also, hit that subscribe button, and also stay safe. I hope this goes over quick and everything get back to normal. Love you guys. You take care. See you next time. Later.